Hey there, Smarty fans, especially parents and educators. We've got something special for you, and it's not just another exciting episode of Who Smarted. It's a chance for you to help shape the future of our show. We're on a mission to make Who Smarted even better for both our brilliant young listeners and their amazing parents and educators. That's why we're inviting you to participate in our exclusive, first ever Who Smarted survey to let us know what's working and where we can improve. So, parents and educators, grab a cup of your favorite beverage, cozy up, and take a few minutes to fill out our survey. Head over to whosmarted.com and click Survey. Together, let's make Who Smarted the best it can be. Thanks for being an awesome part of our smarting community. And remember, the survey is at whosmarted.com. Just click Survey.
Dude!
Ooga Ugga. What up, dude?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Not much. I got chased by a saber-toothed tiger. He almost caught me.
That reminds me. Did you see what Oog made in his cave yesterday?
Oh, that round thing that rolls? Yeah, he showed it to me. It's rad.
Oh, totally rad. I mean, whoa! Prehistoric mind blown.
Totally. I wish I thought of it. Ooh. What's he gonna call it?
Dude, he's calling it the wheel.
The wheel, huh? Nice.
Yeah, dude, I bet that wheel could help you escape a saber-toothed tiger.
That's awesome. Oog is awesome. Ooh, remember fire?
Yeah, of course I remember fire. I just used it to cook some woolly mammoth meat last night.
Nice. Raw meat, bad. Cooked meat, good. He also invented the spear. Remember?
Dude, if it wasn't for Oog's spear, I wouldn't be able to catch a woolly mammoth in the first place.
Man, Oog is the best. He rocks the Stone Age.
Hey, look, it's Oog. He's coming this way. Hello, Oog. Hey, Oog, over here. Dude, what is that?
I call it the skateboard.
The skateboard. Ooh, far out. Can I try?
For sure, bro. Go for it.
All right. Oh, yeah, check me out. I'm riding a skateboard.
Look at him go. Gnarly, dude.
Uh-oh, watch out.
Oh, man, you got a big bump on your head.
Ow.
Dudes, I just figured out what my next invention's gonna be. The helmet.
Good idea, Oog.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, cavemen. Just a second.
Dude, who are you?
I'm your trusted narrator, dude. And I'm here to tell you the skateboard didn't come from the brain of a prehistoric caveman.
Aw, bummer, dude.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but sometimes the truth hurts. Almost as much as slamming your head into a rock.
Ow! Oh, man.
Now, while it's true early humans like Oog deserve tons of credit for harnessing fire, making the first spears from the tusks of woolly mammoths, and even inventing the wheel in 3500 BC, when it comes to the skateboard, that was invented much, much later. But who invented skateboarding? How did it become so popular? And where did all those crazy tricks come from? It's time to strap on your helmet and wrist guards and hit the pavement for another whiff of science on
Who Smarted? Who Smarted? Who's smart? Is it you? Is it me? Is it science or history? Listen up, everyone. We make smarting lots of fun on Who Smarted.
Okay, so if caveman Oog didn't invent the skateboard, who did?
Beats me.
Well, the skateboard's beginnings can be traced back to the 1930s, when kids started nailing steel roller skate wheels to wooden fruit crates, creating a makeshift scooter. Eventually, the top and sides of the crate were tossed aside, leaving just a wooden plank on wheels. But it wasn't until the early 1960s that the modern skateboard was born. Quick quiz. Thinking about the shape of a skateboard, what object does it most resemble? A pizza?
A pizza.
A guitar? Or a surfboard?
Dude.
If you said a surfboard, you're right.
Dude.
And that's exactly where Larry Stevenson got his inspiration.
Sweet.
You see, Larry Stevenson was a lifeguard living in Southern California. He noticed on days when the ocean waves were flat, bored surfers would pass the time riding crude homemade skateboards. And that gave Stevenson, a surfer himself, an idea. He'd spend days working on it in his garage.
Dear Mom, how's the weather back home? It's sunny here in SoCal. Today I designed a new skateboard. It's so groovy, I'm sure the surfers here are gonna think it's neato. You see, instead of using steel wheels, I made the wheels out of clay. Clay wheels make for a way smoother ride. Then I shaped the part you stand on, the deck, to look like a small surfboard. Smart, right? Anyway, I can't wait for you to check it out. Love, Larry.
In 1963, Stevenson founded a professional skateboard company, one of the first ever. He called it Makaha, after a surfing spot in Hawaii.
Aloha.
But his greatest contribution to skateboarding came 6 years later, in 1969.
Dear Mom, thanks for the cookies. I'm writing to tell you about something I created that skateboarders are going to be super stoked about. I made the end of the deck, the part you stand on, curve up. I call it the kicktail. Thanks to the kicktail, skateboarders will be able to launch their boards off the ground with their feet. That's right, skateboarders are going to be flying through the air. All thanks to me. Love, Larry.
Larry Stevenson is known as the father of skateboarding, but there were others whose ingenuity helped evolve the skateboard. Like the guy who came up with the wheels. You could say he was the Oog of skateboarding.
Ooga ugga.
In the early 1970s, Frank Nasworthy decided to swap out the skateboard's clay wheels, which tended to crumble, smoke, or even worse, fall off at high speeds. Instead, he made his wheels out of a plastic called urethane. His Cadillac wheels, as he called them, could absorb shocks better. Suddenly, small rocks on the road were no problem. The new wheels also gripped the concrete better. It was a game changer. Suddenly, skaters were inventing all sorts of new out-of-this-world tricks. See if you can tell which of these are the real names for skateboard tricks and which are fake. I'll name it, and you say real or fake. Ready? Let's go. Ollie. Real. The tuna. Fake. The rail flip. Real. The Godzilla rail flip. Real. The big banana. Fake. The disco flip. Real. The mattress firm. Fake. The caveman. Real.
Ooga ooga. That's my favorite.
But it wasn't just the addition of the kicktail that kickstarted the popularity of skateboarding. Something happened in the 1970s that literally brought skateboarding into nearly every backyard in California. To find out what it was, stick around. Hey, Smarties, trusty narrator here. I had a unique challenge recently. I needed to learn German for a friend's wedding in just a few weeks. That's when I found Babbel. Thanks to Babbel, I'm well on my way to holding my own in German conversations and just in time for the wedding. Babbel makes learning a new language engaging and practical. It's not just about words, it's about real conversations that you can actually use. And here's a special deal for our listeners. Right now, get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/smarted. Get 55% off at babbel.com/smarted. It's spelled BABBEL.com/smarted. Rules and restrictions may apply. Join me on this language learning journey with Babbel. Auf Wiedersehen, and let's embrace new conversations together. Hello, Smarty listeners. Trusty here, home after a long day of smarting, and boy, am I hungry. The question is, what to cook? Do I make crispy chicken parmesan? Or yummy salsa verde enchiladas? Or mouth-watering chicken sausage spaghetti bolognese? Now, I know what you're thinking. Trusty, how can you possibly cook such amazing, delicious, restaurant-worthy meals after a long day? It's easy. Just say hello to HelloFresh. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and it is literally the best thing ever. Each week, I choose from over 45 scrumptious, chef-crafted recipes online. Then, when my box arrives, I have everything I need for easy-to-make, hearty, healthy, delicious meals that I just know you and your family will love. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, HelloFresh wants to give you free breakfast for life. Just go to HelloFresh.com/smartedfree and use code SMARTEDFREE for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/smartedfree with code SMARTEDFREE. So, any idea what happened in the 1970s that helped make skateboarding super popular? Here, we'll give you some choices and see if you can figure it out. Was it A, a gas shortage? B, a bus driver strike? Or C, a drought? Now, I know you guys are smarty pants, so you're probably thinking it's either A or B. Makes sense. If there's no gas, people can't drive their cars. And if there's a bus strike, that means people who ride the bus have to find another way to get around. Either one would have people riding skateboards. But surprise, it's actually C, a drought.
Huh?
Check out this news bulletin.
We interrupt this podcast to bring you some breaking news. A severe drought warning is in effect for the summer of 1976. Residents of Southern California are asked to drain their swimming pools and leave them empty. I repeat, do not fill your swimming pool with water. This has been breaking news. Oh, and if you see any kids skateboarding in your empty pool, cut them some slack, would you?
That's right. Scores of empty pools, reservoirs, and storm pipes ushered in a whole new kind of skateboarding called vertical skating, or vert for short.
Gnarly.
These pioneers of the halfpipe shot down one end of an empty pool and raced up the other side, soaring into the air before coming back down to earth.
Dude!
But to do this, they needed to harness the power of physics. And for more on that, we're joined by Professor Tony Hawking. Thanks for joining us, Professor.
Always a pleasure. Now, physics of the halfpipe. Here's how it works. At the edge of an empty swimming pool, a skater has what's known as potential energy. The deeper the pool, the more potential energy he has. But as soon as he drops into the pool, he rapidly picks up speed, and his potential energy transforms into kinetic energy. Are you with me so far?
I think so. Keep going.
Okay, so here's where another principle of physics comes into play. The conservation of angular momentum. It would take a long time to explain exactly how it works, so we'll take a shortcut instead.
I love a good shortcut. What do you got?
Essentially, because of the conservation of angular momentum, the skater can increase his speed enough to get airborne if he crouches down at the bottom of the pool and then shoots upright right at the right time. Hopping up like that makes him go even faster than just riding the curve, and he can fly off the edge.
Look, Ma, I'm flying.
And that's how a skater is able to defy gravity.
Thanks, Professor Hawking. Of course, these skateboarders in the 70s weren't just breaking the laws of physics. They were trespassing on people's property to use their pools.
Hey, you! Get out of my pool!
Thankfully, those law breakers actually inspired law makers to build skate parks all over the country so generations of boarders could master the halfpipe. Today, there are about 3,500 skate parks nationwide, with calls to build 3 times more. A recent survey found skateboarding to be the 3rd most popular sport in the United States, just behind football and basketball. It's so popular, in fact, it will be making its debut at the next Summer Olympics. What do you think of that, Smarty Pants?
Cool story, bro.
Just make sure you wear a helmet. Ow.
A big shout out to Anaga from South Brunswick, New Jersey. We hear that you're a huge science fan who is hooked on listening to Who Smarted. We think that and you are awesome. This episode, Skateboarding, was written by Rebecca Ratliff Cameron and voiced by Jason Williams, Imogen Williams, Barry Blumenfeld, Adam Tex Davis, Dan Bromfield, and yours truly, Jerry Colbert. Technical direction and sound design by Josh Hahn. Who Smarted was recorded and mixed at the Relic Room Studio. Theme song by Brian Suarez. Lyrics written and performed by Adam Tex Davis. Who Smarted was created and produced by Adam Tex Davis and Jerry Colbert. This has been an Atomic Entertainment production. Hey there, Smarty fans, especially parents and educators. We've got something special for you, and it's not just another exciting episode of Who Smarted. It's a chance for you to help shape the future of our show. We're on a mission to make Who Smarted even better for both our brilliant young listeners and their amazing parents and educators. That's why we're inviting you to participate in our exclusive, first ever Who Smarted survey to let us know what's working and where we can improve. So, parents and educators, grab a cup of your favorite beverage, cozy up, and take a few minutes to fill out our survey. Head over to whosmarted.com and click Survey. Together, let's make Who Smarted the best it can be. Thanks for being an awesome part of our smarting community. And remember, the survey is at whosmarted.com. Just click Survey.